when you got started with joining how was your feeling? Because you've been teaching a lot face-to-face for almost 30 years. And your journey started in digital. You are one of the first to actually put together some of the people management course and one of the top courses in edX. So maybe can you share your first encounter with online teaching and learning?
Sure. Thank you, Diljit. I think it's a pleasure to be here. And needless to say, I agree with you totally. It's been a long time in the coming. I think several of my colleagues have also finished the shoot and I'm here today. I think it was 2014, I think, when we decided that we are going to go significantly on the digital. But before that, we've had experiences of teaching. I don't know whether to quite call it digital, but we had this experience of 2 campuses. Mm-hmm. So we had the program, the postgraduate program in enterprise management, as it's called today. This program was taught in Bangalore on campus, and it was taught in Chennai on another campus. So as faculty, we would teach 2 weeks in the Bangalore campus to the students who are here and who are in Chennai. And then we would go to Chennai and teach from there a week. Okay. So for me, that was the first time that you actually taught in some ways digital. I think I want to call that digital. The fact that faculty could be in one place and the students could be somewhere else. Okay. And the technology at that time, obviously, kind of helped us handle this, which is really beaming from the classroom into another classroom remotely. So that was interesting because I realized at that time that I had to constantly be mindful of remote learners, people who are in Chennai, because people who are in the classroom always have the advantage of walking up to you and asking you questions, right? Whether it's in the coffee break, after the class. But whenever you communicate, you've got to be clear in your head that you're communicating to that person who's basically kind of watching you there in the classroom. Of course, they can stop you and ask you, but in some ways, they are a little distant. And that, I think, was the beginning of the journey for me to actually think about this idea of what does it mean to teach to remote students. I mean, I'm deliberately using the word remote. And then we went into a partnership with, I think, Hughes. And they had classrooms in 4 or 5 cities across the country. And students would come there and cluster. And we were teaching from Bangalore. So I think the notion of hybrid, that you will have physical students, that you will have remote students, that you're teaching online and you're teaching offline. So it's a kind of an interesting combination. And particularly when you're teaching courses like mine, organization, behavior, managing people, a large part of the course is experiential. So the whole idea of how do I simulate a classroom experience in a way that does not get distorted to remote learners? Yeah. In the classroom, you can say, okay, get up, move there, do that, all of, okay. But imagine in an experiential exercise, you've got to have that consistency of experience for the learners there. So the more you begin to kind of think of remote learners as the audience that you are addressing, the more the instructions to your physical class get deepened.